what is going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, if you are new here, please subscribe if you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 69,000 subscribers, and I would love you to join me on this journey. So hit subscribe right now and join the fam. And also, guys, go follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat, so go follow me on all of those. And once again, I am coming back at you guys with another creepy video. And today, we are talking about another urban legend. And this urban legend is called the videotape. So the legend of the videotape. The story goes there was this mysterious videotape that kills you 48 hours after you watch it. Now it is said that this urban legend was what inspired the movie The Ring. So the story goes, years ago, there was these three girls who went to high school together. They were best friends, and this one night during the summer break, they decided to have a sleepover party. They spent all day planning this sleepover party, and because they were all horror fans, they decided we should totally go to the video store and rent a horror movie. It was late at night, and the three girls got into the car and drove to their local video store. When they got there, they realized that their local video store was closed because it was so late. So they decided to go and drive around town and try and find another video store that was still open. Eventually, they came across this other video store, which they had never been to before. They didn't even know this place existed. It was a very small video store that was located down a side street. The girls went inside this video store and they went straight over to the front desk because they couldn't decide what horror movie they wanted to watch. They said to the woman behind the counter, we're looking for like a scary movie, and I don't know why I'm doing that. I just imagine them to be like Valley Girls. Yeah, we're looking for a scary movie. Could you like recommend something for us? And the lady behind the counter said, I have just the thing for you girls. I'll be right back. I just have to run out back to get it for you. While they were waiting for the lady to return, they noticed this video that was not in a box. It was just an open video, nothing on it, no label, nothing. But they did notice that it seemed kind of stained and rusted. It was sitting right there on the counter, so they were like, what is this tape? Like, what is it? I want to know. Then one of the girls went to reach over and pick it up, and just as she put her hand on it, the lady in the back came rushing out and slapped her hand and said, that isn't what you girls should be watching. The girls then got a lot more curious about this tape, and they asked the lady, what is it? And the lady said, oh, you girls shouldn't touch that. That's just a home movie. And then the lady handed them the movie that she got from the back, and she said, this one's much better for you girls. So the three girls then agreed on the tape that the woman recommended and gave them, and they decided to pay and take it with them. Once they had paid, they noticed the lady go back into the back room, so they quickly rushed over and took the mystery tape off the counter, put it in her purse, and left. Later that night when the girls returned home, one of the girls pulled it out of the purse and said, we should totally watch this. Eventually, she did convince the other two girls to watch the tape with her. They then put the tape in the video player and hit play. Then that's when things got creepy. As soon as they clicked play, all the lights in the house went out. There was like a power outage in their house. But the only thing that was still on was the TV. And when they clicked play, the static screen came on with this crackling sound. Then the next thing they saw, a girl tied to a wooden stake. This girl had many men surrounding her, and she had a lot of wood underneath her. The girls were getting more and more curious about what was going on here, and they saw the men spitting at the woman, throwing things at the woman, and screaming at the woman. The woman then began to laugh maniacally at the people. The people were also yelling at her, saying, burn the witch, burn the witch. Then one of the men with a torch called out and said, this is your punishment for practicing black magic. And he put the torch to the wood beneath her. As the flames rose and started to melt her skin, she screamed out, I will curse everyone who witnesses my death for the same fate to happen to you. 48 hours later. Then all of a sudden the TV started to make this staticky sound again and started to like malfunction the video player when all of a sudden it stopped. Then the girls sat there for a few moments and the power eventually came back on. They all sat there and were talking amongst each other, and they were all like, this has to be some kind of sick joke, right? It's gotta be a prank, right? This can't really happen. Then the girls agreed that they should take the video back to the store which they got it from. So they got in the car and they left. But when they got there, the store wasn't there anymore. It was nothing but an abandoned, empty building. 2 days later, all 3 girls were found dead. The first girl was found floating in a swimming pool. Her body was burned beyond recognition. The second girl's body was also charred beyond recognition, and she was found in a park. And the third girl was found in a furnace. When the police were investigating the mysterious deaths of these 3 girls, they could not explain what was going on. At first, they thought it was spontaneous combustion. But what had them really puzzled was the fact that nothing around them was charred except for them. That was it. Nothing around them was burned at all. And when the police were searching the house which they watched the tape in, they noticed something a little strange. They found a trash can outside which had been completely burned out. In the trash can, nothing was recognizable. Everything was completely black and charred, except for a mysterious videotape. Somehow, inexplicably, this videotape had not had a mark on it. It was in perfect condition in this trash can, which everything else was burned. And that is the end of that story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below and let's see if we can go for 12 billion likes on this video. I would really appreciate that. My question to all of you for question of the day is, do you believe that somewhere in this world there is really cursed videotapes, like a videotape that when you watch it you die, like just like The Ring, just like this story? Do you believe that somewhere in the world this is possible? Let me know in the comment section. That's question of the day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, the most important thing, chase your dreams. I love you guys.